It's happening! Everybody stay calm!
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Red Dead Daily episode 15. And today's episode is going to serve as a reminder of just how close we are to the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2. A couple of hours ago, the entire list of trophies was leaked for the game. According to the source here, aptly named My Ass Stretched, he says he has a copy of the game. Wow. This is pretty important information to me, since I plan to get every trophy and make videos on this channel with tips and strategies on how to get them yourself. But more so, this leak tells me that the floodgates are about to open. If this guy really has a copy of the game, it's only a matter of time before others get their hands on it as well. With only 16 days to go, the full game leaks are going to be out there very soon. There's a lot of YouTubers or people on social media who only care about views and are going to feature those spoilers front and center in their thumbnails, making it pretty much impossible for you to avoid. So just a warning that if you want to remain spoiler free, it's probably going to be a little tough from here on out. Of course, I personally would never do such a thing because I love you all, and all spoiler-related videos on this channel would always provide ample warning. So here's how this video is going to go today. I'm going to split it in half, basically. The first half will be non-spoiler, and I'm just going to give my impressions on the trophies without actually revealing them, and just give some thoughts on what they might mean for the final game. For the second half of the video, I will actually detail each trophy that has been leaked. Now, as I scroll through the list, personally, I don't really see anything that I'd consider spoilers for the story. The closest they get is naming a couple of missions directly, but even then, the mission names themselves don't really spoil anything. But it's up to you. If you consider yourself really spoiler sensitive and feel trophies and their descriptions are spoilery, then I suggest turning off the video and just grind it out for the next 16 days. Alright, so let's get started with some general non-spoilery thoughts on these trophies. So on launch day, we are looking at 35 trophies in total from the single player component of the game, and then later in November, when Red Dead Online launches, an additional 17 trophies exclusive to online will become available. Out of those 35 single player trophies, 12 are hidden, so I guess those are the ones that Rockstar particularly considers very spoilery. Obviously, I won't get into them until the second half of this video, so let's look at everything else. If you've been following Red Dead Daily, I think a lot of these trophies and their descriptions are based on stuff we've covered over the last 15 days. You're gonna have to do some camp management to get some of these trophies. The various mini-games that we've seen in the gameplay videos, those come into play as well. The honor system, weapon customization, crafting items, exploring the world and interacting with the wildlife, bonding with your horse, all this stuff is there. So again, if you've watched Red Dead Daily, you probably won't have a very hard time getting the platinum in this game, honestly. You know all the tricks already to get a lot of this stuff. Of course, once the game comes out, I do plan to have a trophy guide breaking down exactly how to do all of this stuff in the final game, but a nice head start never hurts, right? In case you're wondering, yes, there are some trophies that I don't recognize at all from the impressions or the gameplay videos or anything that's been released so far. So yes, expect to be tested on some totally new stuff that we haven't really heard anything about yet. Overall though, the format of these trophies is pretty similar to GTA 5's trophy list. Like GTA 5's trophies at times, some of the trophies in Red Dead Redemption 2 are probably going to be a bit of a grind. There's kind of no doubt about it. I guess we could talk about the Red Dead Online trophies here. I don't really consider these spoilers at all because we know close to nothing about Red Dead Online. But again, these very much resemble the GTA 5 trophies. You reach a certain rank, you participate in a certain amount of events, you buy a certain amount of things, you get the picture. Nothing really exciting or surprising here at all. Okay, now I'm going to get into spoilers. Again, nothing about these are really spoilery in my opinion. It's not like one of them says, use the time machine to go forward in time and save John Marston from the law. You know, it's not like that at all. There's no real descriptions. It's really just the names of the missions with some very vague descriptions. But again, if you're sensitive and want to know nothing, thanks for watching, but turn away right now. Okay, here we go. Let's check off some of the self-explanatory ones first. You've got the Platinum, of course, you've got the 100% trophy, of course, and then they want you to get 70 gold medals in story missions. Now remember, GTA 5 had 71 main story missions and then 58 Strangers and Freaks missions, all of which contributed to the equivalent trophy in GTA 5. So it's hard to gauge just how many main story missions will be in Red Dead 2, but I have to imagine that they want to top GTA 5, so I'd personally guess around 80 probably, but that's just a guess. Now, playing off that, we have this Lending a Hand trophy, which reads, complete all optional honor story missions. Now, I'm curious if these honor missions are the equivalent of the Strangers and Freak missions from GTA 5. Like, they're kinda the main side missions, if you will. I don't really recall hearing anything in particular about honor story missions in any of the previews, so if you think you have any idea of what these might be, please leave a comment below. Next, let's look at this chunk of trophies, all of which revolve around the various aspects of the game that I've talked about in Red Dead Daily. Or, in other words, stuff we know officially from the previews. I don't think much of this is a surprise. They want you to do a companion activity, play the mini-games. This is all stuff we've seen in the gameplay videos at the camp. Rob or loot $250, doesn't seem very hard at all. Spend $5,000, I feel like that'll happen by the time you finish the main story, looking at just how much stuff you could buy in this game. Reach maximum or minimum honor level, makes sense. Complete 10 stranger mission strands. These are basically the side missions you'll come across on your travels. Survive 3 days holding a bounty. Ooh, that sounds like fun, kinda. Like there's probably gonna be bounty hunters coming after your ass like crazy after a day. Reach max bonding with your horse. Makes sense. Craft 30 unique items. That's another one that I think is just gonna happen naturally during most playthroughs. Catch a big ass fish. Yeah, that makes sense. Upgrade each available component on a weapon. That's another thing we've talked about. Then you have deliver 5 camp companion item requests. So basically, I think people at the camp are going to ask for certain things from like the nearby towns or from the wild or whatever, and you got to go out and get it for them. So this should be pretty straightforward. Now let's look at these last two. Oh my god. Skin every species of animal and study every animal across all states. My god. These ones are going to take forever. Like, this is crazy. There are over 200 animals in this damn game. This is truly like completing your Pokédex right here. Like, I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. I don't doubt that. And I'm gonna have a guide up anyways on my channel, so it's gonna be all good for everybody anyways. It should be pretty easy if you just follow my videos. But yeah, this looks like the most grindy of all of the trophies from what I could see. Then I have a couple here that I'm not completely sure about myself. So I'm not sure what this first one is referring to when it says stash. Like, it might be referring to breaking into a home and robbing them, maybe? Not too sure. Donate $250 to the gang tithing box. Might refer to the fact that you can donate money to the camp directly. Perhaps that's what this is referring to. complete one of the collectible strands. So the wording here suggests that there's going to be collectible missions in the game. I'm not exactly sure what that entails, though I figure it has to do with collecting something. Then we have this one, discover the fate of Marko Dragic. I have no idea what this name is, and I haven't seen it mentioned in any previews, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Finally, we have this one, which is just bizarre to me. Survive 18 bear attacks and kill the bear each time. Why 18 bear attacks specifically? Like, I don't think this should be too difficult once you get a hang of the controls and get some good weapons, but 18 is just a weird number to me. Very strange. Okay, now it's time to get into some of those hidden trophies. So there's 12 of them. Let's get started. Basically, it's been confirmed that the game is split into 5 chapters, which is an interesting choice that they're going to split the story into, I guess, 5 major parts. I wonder if these chapters have anything to do with the fact that we know at certain points in the game, the overworld actually changes. According to the previews, time passes at certain points, and that's when the camp gets up and moves to a different location. It wouldn't surprise me if these big moves happened at the end of each chapter. Then we have the usual trophies for completing certain missions. Now, there's one in particular that seems to be standing out to some people, and I think it's this one right here. The mission is called Red Dead Redemption. Now, personally, I don't think it necessarily means anything one way or another, but a lot of people are speculating that it's a post-game mission of sorts where you take control of John Marston and it directly leads into the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 1. Now, that would be amazing, but this could just be the final mission in the game, perhaps, and they gave it a badass name. Like, who knows? We really don't know. We'll just have to wait and see on this one. Though personally, if I had to put money on it, I do think we're going to be able to play as John Marston at the very end of the game. Finally, we see 2 side mission trophies that are hidden as well. One tells us to find a permanent home for the squirrel statue, and I have no idea what that means. What the hell? Next, you need to find the graves of each of your fallen companions. Ooh, spoilers. People die in this game. Spoilers, Arthur Morgan is nowhere to be found in Red Dead Redemption 1. What do you guys think happens to him in this game? Then again, it is Rockstar. Maybe they'll swerve us. We're all just gonna have to wait and see. Wrapping things up, we have the online trophies here, and like I said earlier, these are all pretty straightforward. That gold one though, rank 50. That is gonna take a little while. Might be a little bit of a grind. But again, it's all good. I'll have a guide on my channel on how to reach that rank 50 real quick. It's all good. So I think that's about it for today. That's kind of a lot to take in, but more importantly, I really think the leaks are gonna start getting crazy from here going forward. So be alert. If I cover any spoilers on the channel, I will mark them appropriately. If you like this video and want to see more daily Red Dead Redemption 2 content, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll have another video out tomorrow and every day leading up to the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2. Also, leave a comment if you have any theories on what these mysterious trophies might actually mean. I just hit 5,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you all again for all of your support. It really, really means a lot to me, and it keeps me inspired to keep pumping out these Red Dead videos daily. I'm just really happy that people enjoy them. Thanks again so much for watching, everyone, and take care.